So here at Beech Park and Splash Lagoon, if you come on a weekend and you don't have your tickets, you have to wait in a line to purchase tickets. Didn't take too terribly long. And if you are an ACE member, you do get a discount. $10 off, at least that's what it was today. That's what it's been in years past too. It is not listed on the ACE website, but it was still valid. I asked and I was able to get it. The Flying Bob's is not working today. At least that's not a coaster. Sea Dragon either. Gonna go get the SBF spinner, get it out of the way. Well, that was my second SBF spinner of this trip. And I have lost count of how many I've done in total. I think 5 maybe out of 469 credits. That's not bad. Like I said, it'll probably end up being a lot more as time goes on, because these things are everywhere, and I just missed them for my first 370 plus credits. I didn't have a single one of these. Looks like most of the big crowd early is going to the water park, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Although these GCIs don't tend to ride the best in the morning, but I'll ride it now, then come back later. Look, Kentucky Rumbler is dedicated to me. Or all of us are a part of ACE. Now that log ride takes up a very small footprint. Oh wow. And you both go down at the same time. The one drenches the other. Kentucky Rumbler, I rode in the back row, and then I rode in the second row. The drop is very strong in the back. And I'll have to ride it a few more times to notice any other differences. The front definitely gave some good pops of floater airtime throughout. A lot of strong laterals throughout the ride. It is, I would say, it's around the middle of the pack of GCIs. You might think a little park like Beech Bend, they probably got a lower end GCI. No, I say this is solidly in the middle of the pack. This would be better than White Lightning easily, better than Roar at Six Flags America, better than Wildcat at Hershey, and force-wise it's better than Lightning Racer at Hershey, but I like the racing aspect of Lightning Racer, so I would have that ahead of this. Certainly not as good as rides like the elite GCIs like Mystic Timbers, Prowler, Gold Striker. Better than Invader. Yeah, can't forget, better than American Thunder. Although I've never been super impressed with American Thunder. I like it, but I never thought of it as elite GCI like some people do. They are running one train on Kentucky Rumbler. Not that long of a line yet. Alright, what is that? That looks cool. Once I get the Wild Mouse credit, I'm riding this thing. I thought this was a regular Wild Mouse for some reason. I didn't really research this much. It's one of those spinning wild mice. These are my favorite of the Wild Mouse coasters. I have to figure out which side to... Usually you sit on one end or the other to get the most spinning if you're by yourself. I've now completed all the credits here at Fun Spot, Kentucky. Here we got a wooden coaster, a family coaster, and a... I guess the SBF spinner could be considered a kiddie coaster. That's usually called a family coaster. If you want to spin the most on this one, if you are riding by yourself, go to the far end. So whenever you're facing forward, it'd be the far left seat. If you have a group, try to put as much weight as possible to the far left. So heaviest person on the far left, second heaviest next. and so forth. That'll get you the most spinning. And that had me going sideways over that final little airtime hill towards the end. That actually is a really good airtime moment on this. This ride right here, it's actually pretty good. It just kind of goes up and around, and get some good, I don't know if you call that airtime or what, but it's an interesting sensation. And this, I thought this would just be like a super roundup. No, it is way stronger than a super roundup. That was a lot of fun. The loading and unloading process is very, very long, but it is a fun ride. You should definitely do it when you come here. They have one of these Larson arm drop towers. It's called 0G appropriately because you do get 0G all the way down. From the time you drop till the brakes hit, you are just floating in your seat. So you gotta let go. Arms out, legs out, just feel the air time. It is pure floater all the way down. And this thing, this is intense. You are enclosed completely, so obviously this is the very end of the cycle, so it's moving very slow. But at top speed, man, that thing, you are pressed against the wall. You go sliding up to the ceiling, which isn't too far, but the centrifugal force just really has you pinned against the wall at an angle at the top. And honestly, actually had to really focus on my breathing because it was like crushing my throat too. The forces are so strong. So 4 really good flat rides here. 2 very unique centrifugal force rides with the Starship 4000 and the scat thing that's over there. And a top-of-the-line drop tower. And the haunted house thing is actually pretty cool. I thought it would be just a bunch of cardboard cutouts since this is a small park, but for a park of this size, this is well done. And it is air-conditioned in there. It feels great. I wanted it to last longer. And Vortex. I have no idea who makes this particular model, but these are always fun. So that's 6 rides, either dark rides or flat rides that are pretty good here. And you got a carousel here. Oh yeah, that tornado. Those things are usually fun too. Hershey Park has one of those that I've ridden a couple times. I like the turnaround you do at the top. Gives you some momentum for that first drop. The back row gets really good airtime there. And then sustained floater airtime on that first hill. There were 8 quality moments of airtime. 4 other weak pops that you really had to hunt for, but 8 very good quality airtime pops of a floater, sustained floater. Even a couple mild ejector. Even though I hear Millennium Flyers can't give ejector, I swear I get some mild ejector. Thanks to it being a hot day, a lot of the people that are here, and there are a lot of people here, most are in the water park. 1:30, the line started growing, and now at 2 o'clock, it's all the way down the steps and out to here. 1 train ops. It's probably actually not too bad because there are 12 rows. They're only using 11. 1 row's broken, so they can fit 22 people on a train. So this actually won't take too terribly long, but you won't be able to walk around and get on the next train. Just down from Kentucky Rumbler and the log ride, you have the covered pavilion. Get some shade and watch a show. These are their show schedules. So the Wild West show is about to begin right now. I've talked a lot about the airtime on this ride, but also this layout is brilliant. You got 3 station flybys. That was the first one with a sustained airtime hill. Now another one right here. Well, airtime hill parallel to the exit platform, and then another one will be coming up going over the exit gate. 3 station flybys. It does a great job winding around and in and through itself. Not quite to the level of Boardwalk Bullet, but for GCI though, I think this is one of their smarter layouts they've ever done. Yeah, the line is starting to extend a bit now that the water park is closed. But for a Saturday to get 10 rides, and also I actually took a bit of a break in the middle, went to the water park, saw their shows. So I could have gotten a lot more than 10 if I really wanted to. But nice to mix things up when you're at a different park. The highlight is the roller coaster, and I spend the most time on it, but I don't want to do that and that only. I did this a second time. You hear that sound? That is the boards that you're leaning against sliding to the top. The ones without people on it slide first because they're lighter. The lightest people go to the top first. This is one of the coolest flat rides I've ever done. I got to do it a third time. So I got an 11th ride right before closing. Actually, I got in line at 6:40. They close at 7. Not sure when they put this out here, but I heard they put it out a little early. So don't expect to walk in line at 6:59 and get to ride for a 7 o'clock closing. I know a lot of you coaster enthusiasts would be tempted to just come in and ride Kentucky Rumbler 2-3 times, get the other credits, and then get out of here as quick as possible. I know that's what some people do, but I encourage you, don't do that. I mean, the coasters are great, but don't just come in and grab the coaster credits and get out. Check out all the other things that they have to offer. They had some really cool flat rides as well. They had shows going on and a water park. So it's not just a credit grab park. I had a great time here, and I'm glad that I was able to give a full day. Originally, one of my preliminary plans from 2 years ago would have had me here for a half day. I'm glad that this basically, it made sense just to go ahead and do a whole day. You don't necessarily need a full day at this park, but if you take a full day, you will enjoy it, because there's plenty to do here. But again, if all you care about is coaster credits, then yeah, you can be in and out in an hour or two, easy. But yeah, that's just something I don't understand, to come in and just get credits and get out. That's just not my style. The water park was quite a bit busier than the dry park, which that is expected on a hot day. But had a great time here. Even on a Saturday, it was good. If you come on a weekday, the crowds will be even lighter. You can even get more done. But it was nice having that energy from all the other people